All right, welcome back. You may hear some people in the background. That's because I got my seventh period class here. So if it's a little noisy, it's a little noisy, but they're good kids. So all right, here we go. We did 1, 2, 3 last time, colors and gradients. So let's do an exercise. I'm only going to do one, and I think yeah, I'll do the blood moon. I think the blood moon was kind of cool. So I'm going to reset it. And so this is what we need to do. The entire scene is drawn using only 2 rectangles. You got one rectangle here, you got one rectangle here, and all you're doing is putting a gradient within each one of them. It should be pretty quick. So here we go. Our first rectangle starts at 0, 0. So I'm going to do capital RECT, 0, comma 0. And then it comes all the way down here to 400, 300. Okay. And then we're going to do a fill. This gradient is orange, red, RGB, 60, 20, 20, and then black. So we're going to do fill equals gradients. Then orange, red. Make sure orange, red is in quotes. The RGB you do not have to put in quotes. Okay. In fact, if you put it in quotes, it's going to give you an error. So definitely don't put it in quotes. So RGB. 60, 20, 20. Well, what am I doing? Put a comma, and then we are going to do, what's the last color? Black. Okay. So if I run that, there it is. Sweet. Excellent. Now I just got to do the bottom one. Okay. So I'm going to hit enter line 5. This rectangle is RECT 0, 300. This goes 400 across and 100 down. And that fill is a gradient of RGB 150, 50, 0 and RGB 20, 20, 100. So here we go. Fill equals gradients. RGB 150, 50, 0, comma, and then RGB 20, 20, 100. And that should be it. There you go. That was a real easy one. That might have been a little too easy. So let me do another one for you too. We'll do the Mario pipe. Okay. So I wonder where the pipe leads to. It leads to success. I don't know. That was goofy. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to start coding. We're going to do the sky and the ground, and then we'll do the pipe. Okay. So the sky starts at 0, 0, and it comes down to 400, 275. Okay. Then we have a gradient, steel blue, sky blue. Fill equals gradient. Open up your parentheses. Steel, come on now, blue, and sky blue. Now if I run this, it's not going to look exactly right, okay? That's because it has a starting point, I believe, at the top. So I'm going to do start equals top. Here we go. If I run it, there we are. That's much better. All right, now let's do the ground. Ground is a rectangle, RECT, at 0, 275. And it comes way over here. Now, this actually comes off the canvas a little bit. Not a big fan when they do this, but we could still grab that corner. That bottom corner is at 400, 475. So it goes over 400, and it goes down to 475. 475 minus 275 is 200. It's a little not clear there, but trust me, that's what it is. And then we have a gradient here. The gradient is tan and wheat. Thank you. Fill equals gradient, tan, and wheat. And if we run it, it looks good so far, but it's still a little off. So I think this is also a start at the top. Yep, there it is. All right, now all we got to do is the pipe. That is just 2 more rectangles, and then that should be it. RECT. This one's 100, 125. It goes over to 300, so that's 200, and it goes down to 175, so that's 50. And we got a fill of a gradient. This gradient is lime green, dark green. Now this gradient's pretty easy to see. It's going to go from left to right. So it's just start equals left. Run it. Beautiful. Now all we got to do is that last one. RECT. This one starts at 125, 175. It goes over to 275, so that is 150. And it goes down to 275 as well, so that is an additional 100. And that fill is also a gradient of lime green, dark green, starting on the left. We run it. There it is. It looks exactly the same. Check it. Beautiful. All right. So if you do this, you check it. It looks exactly the same, but it's giving you an error. It's probably because of this rectangle they have down here that goes beyond the bottom of the canvas here. So just make sure this rectangle up here has a Y2 value of 200. All right. That should be it. Check it. Run it. Check it. Back to course. All right, that should be it. And next we'll do opacity next, or as those in this class say, opacity. I think it's opacity, but it is what it is. All right, good luck. Take your time. Pause the video as much as you want. Thank you very much.